Welcome to the third part of the chapter Reactivity Series and Electrochemistry. Today we are going to learn about galvanic cell. Let's see what is a galvanic cell. A galvanic cell, otherwise known as voltaic cell, is an arrangement in which chemical energy is converted into electrical energy by means of redox reactions. Let's see the parts of a galvanic cell. A galvanic cell consists of two half cells and a salt bridge. Each half cell further consists of a metallic electrode dipped into an electrolyte. These two half cells are connected to a voltmeter with the help of metallic wires. Now we will learn how the galvanic cell works. A galvanic cell constituted by zinc and copper is given. In this arrangement, a zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution and a copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. Both rods are connected to a voltmeter using metallic wires. These two solutions are connected together using filter paper dipped in KCl solution, that is called a salt bridge. A salt bridge is a U-tube filled with a paste made by mixing gelatin or agar-agar gel and a salt like potassium chloride, potassium nitrate or ammonium chloride. Do you know why the salt bridge is used in this cell? It completes the circuit by transfer of ion and maintain the electrical neutrality of the cell. As you know, zinc is more reactive than copper. Therefore, zinc is connected to the negative terminal of the voltmeter, whereas copper is connected to the positive terminal of the voltmeter. Being more reactive, zinc donates 2 electrons and goes to solution as Zn2+ ions. The process of donating electron is known as oxidation, and the equation for this process will be Zn gives Zn2+ plus 2 electron. The electron deposited on the zinc rod is gained by the copper rod through the external circuit. The positively charged copper ions accept these electrons and undergoes reduction. The equation for this reaction is given by Cu2+ plus 2 electron gives copper. So did you understand the changes taking place in the galvanic cell? Let me tell you once again. The electrons liberated from the zinc rod reach the copper electrode through the external circuit, and these electrons are received by the copper ions in the solution, changing them to copper. The transfer of electrons produced by this redox reaction causes the flow of electric current in the cell. Hence, it acts as a source of electricity. In this reaction, zinc loses 2 electrons and becomes Zn2+ ions. That is, oxidation takes place. An electrode at which oxidation occurs is called anode. In galvanic cell, anode has a negative charge. Similarly, the electrode at which reduction takes place is the cathode, and cathode has a positive charge. Copper accepts 2 electrons from the zinc ion and becomes copper atom. Let's write the combined equation for the reactions taking place at zinc and copper electrode. The reaction at a zinc electrode is given by Zn gives Zn2+ plus 2 electron, and in copper electrode the reaction taking place will be Cu2+ plus 2 electron gives copper. The overall reaction for the above reactions can be written as Zn plus Cu2+ gives Zn2+ plus Cu. Both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously, hence this reaction is a redox reaction. As I told you, the transfer of electrons produced by this redox reaction causes the flow of electric current in the cell. Haven't you noticed the direction of electron flow? The electron flow is from anode to cathode, or we can say from negative to positive. Let's see a textual question. The materials required for a galvanic cell are given. silver wire, copper rod, 2 beakers, copper sulfate, silver nitrate, salt bridge, voltmeter, copper wire, water, etc. Now the questions are, you are asked to sketch the cell constructed, write the reactions taking place at cathode and anode, and you have to mark the direction of electron flow in the cell illustrated. Now see the galvanic cell using silver wire and a copper rod. In this diagram, copper is dipped in copper sulfate solution and silver rod is dipped in silver nitrate solution. Copper is more reactive, hence copper is connected to the negative terminal of the voltmeter, whereas silver to the positive terminal. The electron flow is from negative to positive, that is, from copper rod to silver rod. As copper is more reactive than silver, the copper rod undergoes oxidation and loss of electron takes place. Equation can be written as Cu gives Cu2 plus 2 electron. And in silver, the process reduction takes place due to the gaining of electron, and the reaction is 2Ag plus 2 electron gives 2Ag. As the above reaction is an example of a redox reaction, the overall reaction is given by Cu plus 2 Ag plus gives Cu2 plus 2 Ag. So students, here is an activity. There are 3 metals, zinc, copper and silver. Using these metals, you have to construct as many cells as you can possible, and also write the anode and a cathode in each. Mention the cell reaction taking place at each electrode and also write the redox reactions.